Good evening, everyone. Warm greetings from team and welcome to very first cross-border regional discussions of the Ignite Talk series. We are absolutely thrilled to have you all of you here today. Youth leaders, participants, and makers joining from across South Asia and beyond. The entire of our newly reimagined monthly learning and collaboration platform called Ignite Talks, designed by the International Youth Alliance for Peace under the Alliance program. It runs in two parts every month. First one, Fireside Talk, a speaker-led storytelling and reflection session. It's usually held on Fridays, and a cross-border regional discussion, like a thing we are happening today, a peer-to-peer roundtable discussions on the same topic. It's normally held on Sundays. While yesterday's session was a powerful fireside talk, today is a space to speak, share, and think. Today, we are going to deeper into our topic, youth-led climate action, regional strategies for global impact. This isn't a workshop or a lecture. This is a collaborative regional dialogue where each of voice. You are not just participants, you are the speakers today. Our goal is to explore what young people to address climate issues in our lives and help connect, share, ability. We want to thank you all, our collaborating partners, for being part of this movement. International Afghan Student Association, Young Activist Collective, Action for Change, and Pulmadai Art Literary Forum. This series is co-hosted under the Alliance Program, IYAP's Regional Youth Partnership Art Network, working across Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Nepal, and Bangladesh. And participants, please make sure your videos are on. We want to see all of your faces and build connection. Rename yourself as your full, your thoughts, ideas, and questions freely. And use the chat to introduce yourself. Who are you? Where are you from? And are you part of organizations? This session, joining us all the fifth earlier, she will guide us today's discussion and ensure that your voices are captured. This session will be streaming on via our IYAP channel. You can share the link with your networks, but remember, the real action happens here in Zoom with all of you. Everything you share today will contribute to a collective youth climate action strategy report, which will be published by IYAP and shared with the partners and stakeholders across the region. So make sure this is meaningful. Let's make this session count. Bring your ideas, bring your questions, and bring your passions. Okay, without further delay, I now hand over the session to our incredible moderator, Trinity, who will be facilitating today's.
Hi, thank you, Zumaira. I hope all of you can hear me. Can everybody hear me? Yeah,
yes.
Okay, cool, amazing. Right, as Zumaira introduced, I'm Diniti Edrisingha, and I have been past, I think for the past couple of years, I've been volunteering at IYAP, and it's been an incredible journey. And I'm sure every one of you all are also enjoying the journey, and you all are learning from each other as well. So let's take this time to kind of understand or go back into the fireside talk that we had on Friday. And we'll try to kind of go back and learn from each other as to what we can do, what we can implement, and also kind of bring back what Mr. Batuati said about what are the steps that we should, really consider when implementing a project like this. So let's kind of remind ourselves about all of these things. And yeah, I'll definitely have an icebreaker to kind of get to know about you all and what are the pointers that you all are really interested in for to learn from the last session as well. So yeah, Let me share my screen with you all so that it'll help. Okay, I hope you all can see my presentation. If you all can see, just put a thumbs up. That would help. Okay, I suppose we can see. All right, amazing. So today the session objective is to turn the ideas from the fireside talk into simple local climate actions, and for you all, as for us as youth, to plan and lead these actions in their community. So basically, I'm just giving you a ground of a kind of framework for us to understand what the objective of the session is. So hereinafter, we know how to lead and how to answer the questions or how to lead the session. Okay. So to kind of break the ice here, I just really want to ask, how are you all feeling today? If you all can, just put it up as an emoji, or if you all want to type it on, just go ahead and type it on. That's also perfectly all right. Whatever you all are feeling, you all can, all right. Can I see? Okay, I can see Kani saying that you're feeling fantastic, probably. I can see you putting happy emoji. I think almost everybody might have put emojis. I just can't see. That's the problem. But if you want to speak up, floor is yours. You all can tell how you're feeling as well. We're going back to the session on Friday. What's one thing you remembered or liked from our Friday's talk that you all want to share with us? Where that really had a really hit you and is kind of like a core memory inside you. Would you all like to share anything with me? Anything? Hi, Fatima.
Dinity, is it on Saturday or Friday? Like Saturday
On
will
Friday.
start. Friday?
On Saturday, sorry. Yeah.
Yesterday's one, right?
Yeah, Prabhude. Yeah.
Yes, yesterday we discussed about climate actions and what are the
Yeah.
programs we can do for with youth and also with children related to climate actions.
Okay. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much, Fatima, about that. Thank you so
Well,
much for the feedback and for giving us an idea on what really captured your heart. Anything else? Kanis, how about you? Is there anything that you wanna kind of share with us? What kind of things you remember, or what are the things that you liked about from the talk? Is there anything you want to share with us? I think you're muted, Kanis. If you're speaking, you're muted.
Hello.
Hi, Kanis.
I'm just saying it's my first session, so I don't have any idea about the previous session.
Sorry?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
I haven't attended the previous one.
Oh, okay, all right, perfect. Then we can share ideas that we have. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, Kanis. How about Mohammed? How about Mohammed? Well, we have Ibrahim here as well, and we have Nouri here. So, do you all have any perspective that you all want to share with us, or anything you all want to share?
Hi,
Hi. Hi, Nouri.
thank you. This is my first time and for
Okay,
this session.
nice
Yes,
to meet you.
nice to meet you all. I I don't have anything used to express, but will try my best
Okay.
after some remarks.
Definitely. So this is not just a session this is also a session where we go back to what we learned, but also to learn from each other of the projects that we have worked in, what are we want working on in the future as well. So definitely, Nuri, your perspectives and Kani's your perspective as well is valuable to us. And anybody else's perspective here would be valuable. So if you're uncomfortable to speak up, maybe you can post it on the comment section, the chat section as well. That would be all right. Okay. So the next question will be, what ideas from the talk felt possible in your community? Fatima, being in the last session, Are there any possibilities from what you gathered from the session? What are the possibilities that you feel like that you could do in your community?
All right. Like I have already started this.
Okay.
Like I'm a career development educator and also consultant specialized for teaching for kids. So I'm
Okay.
using this climate related subjects to teach kids.
Okay. Okay. Amazing. So
Like
you are
uh,
okay.
yeah.
Go ahead, Fatima.
Uh, yeah. So I have done so far. I have done 6 games and won awards for that, and currently also like doing projects for them. But I have want to study more about this section, and I'm new to climate action, so I want to learn more and do projects.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Fatima, for that. This is definitely a forum where we can learn from each other. So Fatima here has had an amazing background and how she's an innovator here. So we can definitely learn so much from her. So let's go to the next slide. Right. So the question that I have is, have you heard about Fridays for Future or the Earth Hour? Have you all heard about the movement? Anybody? If you all want to, this is a peer learning session. If you all want to go Google, definitely Google and just let me know what you all found out about it. That's the best thing I can do here is maybe you all can just go Google and just see what is Fridays for Future. If you all can just let me know, we can share with each other and I can share what I know about Fridays for Future as well. It's actually interesting concept and the start of the organization as well. So if you all can just check on that and share with us what really captures about these movements, that would be really helpful. Anybody who wants to speak up, just go ahead and unmute yourself. Do we have any feedback coming in? Just be very casual. It's not very serious. Just blur out what you all know about it from Google.
Hi, the Fridays for Future is a
Yeah.
youth-led organized movement where students skip Fridays to demonstrate activities about climate change. It was started by
Amazing.
Greta Thunberg.
Amazing, Taranya. Would you want to check on the history of that particular organization? Because it's
Yeah,
quite
sure.
intriguing. Yeah.
So it began in August 2018, according to Google.
Yeah. By who?
By Greta Thunberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
other young activists sat on the
She's
front of the Swedish parliament every school day for 3 weeks to protest against the lack of action on the climate crisis.
amazing.
Yeah, that's how it started, and it has been going on.
Yeah. So what kind of came to your mind, Taranya? How do you find this character, this founder of this particular organization? How do you find her very charismatic? Do you? Or how do you find her in this context of climate action?
She is actually not kind of, truly inspirational,
Truly
to be
inspirational.
honest.
Yeah.
Because I remember in my school time also we started a movement, not really a movement, but we found an invention to combat like about climate change to reduce the wastage and how to
Yeah.
better manage that. So she has been inspirational to me throughout.
Very good. Thank you so much, Taranya, for feedback and for sharing your experience as well on that. Yeah, do we have any feedback here? Anybody who had read on it like Taranya did? Do we have any? We would love to hear your feedbacks. Okay. Well, we have another Diniti here. Would she like to speak us about what she thinks about this movement?
sorry for the concern about
No
before.
worries.
I'm in working here now.
Oh, okay.
I'm working in, so I can't speak more about
Oh,
that.
that's perfectly all right.
But I
Perfectly all right.
really like to speak about this. Today I joined this.
Yeah,
I can't come last Friday because today I come the message of this.
that's perfectly all
So
right.
so I hope to join with you and talk with you about climate and
That's perfectly all right.
all of this.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you so much. Yeah. So the interesting thing about this is that she was just 15 years old when she started this, right? She was not 20s. She was just 15 years old. And like Taranya said, uh, she was just seated down in front of the Swedish parliament because she was against this climate action, right? So how far can a person's persevering, she's persevering for climate, she knows what she wants to stand for, right? So I just wanted to go back and just want to ask now, Taranya spoke about how she has experienced those she related her experience to this particular issue as well, how this particular character, how she acted upon this climate action. So I just want to know, are there any local versions in your community? Maybe you don't know about Fridays for Future, but as we told, it's against climate action. It's a movement against climate action that is done by youth, right? So are there any local versions in your community? And the next question that I would like to ask is, have you participated in any of them? Do we have
Yes,
anybody?
there are
Hi, Mohammed.
certain in our country, in Afghanistan, there is a movement, nationwide movement of tree.
Ibrahim, your mic is muted.
Am I audible?
Yes, now you're audible.
There are our local movements like village-wise tree plantation or
Okay.
district-wise tree plantation, where we not only plant trees but teach others that how to take care of it and how these are beneficial for fighting against climate change.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much, Ibrahim, for your perspective. Right. Do we have any other perspectives here? Thank you so much, Ibrahim. Fatima, how about you, Min? Fatima?
Yeah, in school, actually, I didn't have this. We didn't have this thing like on Fridays. We didn't know about that, so
Okay.
it's very new to me. So,
Oh,
but
no.
after school,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. It doesn't have
I
to be like Fridays, but it can
uh,
be any version, like something that reminds you of Greta Thunberg, Fridays for Future, something that reminds you of that stance, what she's doing for climate action. Have
yes, like yes, I have volunteered.
Okay, amazing. Could you maybe elaborate on it?
Yes, volunteering like with youth and for children
Okay,
in like educating them, like
educating them.
doing
Okay,
small workshops like that.
amazing. Thank you so much, Fatima. Do we have any other perspectives coming in?
Uh, yes.
Hi, Kanis.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, in Pakistan, we have these conferences every year. There's those are called COP in my city. So COP is basically conference of parties in my city. So every city, then they we collaborate with different people from different areas, from different cities, and there is a lot of discussion and debate about what is climate issue and challenges that we South Asia are facing, and especially Pakistan being the fifth most vulnerable country when it comes to the issues of climate change. So we participate in those kinds of conferences, and there is a lot of debate and discussions, and in the long run they also give us a chance to go for a co-op in the city, like in Brazil or in Baku, Azerbaijan. This time co-op happened. So these kinds of conferences we have in Pakistan, and we kind of collaborate with those kinds of organizations.
So does this happen globally, or is it something that happens? Do you all get involved with the global entities as
Yes,
well?
COP happens every day, every
Yeah.
year.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay. That
every
one.
year in any country. But
Oh,
in
yeah, yeah.
Pakistan, yeah, but in Pakistan,
Collaboration.
COP in my cities also happen in every,
Okay.
and
All right.
yeah, collaborate with them.
Okay. So now when it's going on a community level, right? Whatever that is discussed globally, the next question would be, what are the challenges that you all have when you're talking about a community level, about applying these discussions and the results that you'll come into, or whatever discussions that are happening? What are the most prominent challenges that you all come across when implementing them? Kanis, maybe you could give us feedback or
Am I audible?
yeah.
So
There are
okay, Mohammed, you go on.
okay. Thank you, ma'am. There are multiple challenges while acting locally as compared to global, because the first and foremost one is of capacity. The people don't know what is going on. Even in certain regions, climate is considered as a joke or something, like it's not reality. So this needs to be the capacity of the people to be built. And apart from that, there are lack of resources as well. You need certain resources to address certain challenges. And when you don't have these resources as you have in the global level, so it's also a challenge. And apart from that, the coordination among nations and international institutions, that is also kind of a hinder in addressing the climate locally.
Thank you so much, Ibrahim, for your feedback. What would Kanis say from your
Yeah,
experiences?
I totally agree with what Ibrahim has said. In
Okay.
Pakistan, the first thing that we face is the lack of awareness. People in Pakistan still don't have any kind of knowledge and understanding when it comes to climate change. They kind of like it's a myth and it is happening because of other issues. It's not that they don't understand the science behind what climate change is and what action we need to take. First of all, this is the issue. Secondly, financial issue is also there. Like people don't have the resources to work for climate mitigation or adaptation, other kinds of things that need to do. And the third most important, I believe, is that there's a lack of collaboration between people and government and a non-governmental organization or other stakeholders that are working in the area of climate change.
Thank you so much, Fatima. Thank you so much, Ibrahim. So we have a really good perspective on how the challenges that are faced by the youth in Pakistan. We have coordination issues, resources, and the knowledge as well, a lack of knowledge in society as well. So do we have any other perspectives here? Thank you so much for your feedback. So do we have any more feedback coming here?
Diniti, I think we want more opportunities in Sri Lanka to get involved in this field.
Okay, right. So, okay. Opportunities meaning in the sense, is it financial resources or is it opportunities in what way? Can you help?
Both, like opportunities like events or any programs, and also financial. Also, we need to organize events.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Fatima, for the feedback.
Yes.
So we've got a Sri Lanka perspective. We have Fatima and Ibrahim talking about it. We have, yeah. And do we have anybody else who wants to speak out? All right. Maybe moving from global to local. Now we have discussed a little bit about the context in the international global level, and we have discussed a little bit about how the local stances really work, how the local contexts work, and the context in the local levels. What are the challenges that we face when we try to implement these international level or global level ideas that are there? So moving on, I would like to kind of do a local level action brainstorm, right? So what I really want to do with y'all is that I want you all to think about an idea, what probably a project that you all want to do, right? Let's say an idea, a place, what are the types of people you want to get involved, what are the materials and help needed, when can we do it, right? So what are these one small action level activities that we can do in our areas, right? Any sort of ideas that you'll have, we'd love to hear from you all. So yeah, so the flow is yours. So maybe we can exchange ideas just to see what are the ideas that we have right now from the discussions that we have thus far. What are the things that we want to do? Any ideas?
Aditya, I would like to say like cleaning our environment, like for example in Sri Lanka, Colombo, if we take like golf face, if we have like a group of students or people who can make a small club and do a project to clean that area and reduce plastic, and
Okay.
if we can have like different dustbins for that, like for
Okay.
plastic and papers, polythene and all, and we have to separate them, and we especially we want to put instructions and
Okay.
educate the people who are coming to that place to do like
Okay.
this to continue.
When do you want to do it, Fatima? When do you want to
uh,
do
yeah, I would like from next week or anytime I'm
it? Okay.
ready. So but I
Amazing.
want some other friends also.
Okay. All right. Amazing. Thank you so much. Anybody else having some ideas? Some other project that you want to do on a local level?
I think plantation, we can do plantation.
Plantation.
Can plant more trees, so that carbon dioxide can go.
Any place that you're specifically thinking of, Kanis?
I think mostly we need a lots of more plants in urban areas, especially Lahore and Karachi in Pakistan. These are more polluted cities in the world, so I believe
Okay. And the next question will be for you. What are the type of people, what is the age category you want to get involved in this?
it can be students, that can be university students or school students or students, or people from local communities or areas.
Okay. So any materials that you need and when do you want to start it? That will be the next two questions.
Material is obviously plants,
Yeah.
plant samples we need,
Yeah.
and help is like people or the workers,
Okay.
gardeners, etc.
Okay.
And what is the last question? What can
When do you want to
when
start it?
can I think in during weekends or after some time when we get people and time.
Okay.
Anytime.
Amazing. All right. So we have sort of like ideas that we have in mind. So this is what we wanted to kind of do here. We wanted to have a small kind of brainstorm to see what are the ideas that you have. So Fatima from Sri Lanka said she wants to do a garbage cleaning in Golfes, and we have Kanis talking here that she wants to grow more trees, right, in Lahore. And we have Ibrahim here as well. I think he was going to unmute himself and speak. Do you want to say something, Ibrahim?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Mm, I have idea of this water sustainability in the city of Kabul,
Okay.
Afghanistan.
Okay.
There, the water table is depleting across Kabul, and the water is going deeper and deeper and deeper, and becoming
Okay.
very expensive for the ordinary people. So there are certain projects, both huge projects and small projects, uh, where water is brought from other province through proper canal, a water connection system from other adjacent province, which is already elevated according to Kabul. So I want to bring that water to the city of Kabul, where already 7 million people are residing, and they are facing severe, which is considered by the UN as a water stress city.
Thank you so much, Ibrahim. So that was now, as we can see, we have various issues or various interests that all of us have in terms of climate action, right? We have Ibrahim talking about water issues, and then talking Fatima talking about how she wants to work for garbage collection. Kani's talking about plantation. I think we had one more person who wanted to talk with us as well. Tarani, was it you? Did you want to speak?
Yes, I actually had one idea because IYAP has a lot of people from different parts of the globe. Maybe we could start something like a collaborative research project where we address all the issues that we have and maybe find solutions to it and then have like one document published so that we have all this documented and then we do action in terms of awareness or campaigns or programs. And then after like a year or so, maybe we'll have another document like this so that we have progress that we have made throughout the years documented and published.
Amazing.
Just an idea.
Yeah. So Tarani is talking about how we can bring a collaborative framework where we can discuss. I think it's a very interesting idea since we have a lot of people from various countries talking about different issues and different interests. I think IYP's scope is here is to do that. So definitely, Tarani, your idea is valuable as well. So yeah. So moving on, thank you so much everybody for sharing your ideas. The next one I wanted to ask was, I know you all must have had, since we just talked about the ideas that we have for the future, just wanted to go back to see what are the experiences that we have had thus far. So the first question that I would like to ask all of us is, have you ever participated in a climate campaign? The next one is now, we know we have a lot of goals in mind, but in that context, are there any objectives or some things that didn't work, or what worked and what didn't work, and what would you do differently next time? So this is sort of like going back and thinking of recollecting what we did and what we can actually do to improve the situation, and what can we do to implement when we're implementing the next project, what can we do to do it better. So do we have any ideas coming in? We have Mohammed Noori here. Do you want to speak? Hi.
Yes, yes, I want to speak. First of all, I have to introduce myself because it's my first time. I'm Mahmoud Nuri from Afghanistan, studying in Lahore, International Relations, and
Amazing.
I'm very happy to join you for this session. So, about the climate campaign, I already did it in my village. We can say we there was a campaign about the awarenesses, how to take care of these trees. As we discussed before, many members discussed that planting and cleanliness about the environment, right? But when there is a planting campaign, and before we did the planting campaign, and after that we started the for the take care of it. Awareness is to how to take care of these planting trees specifically in the publicly, so where people are, especially we are living in the village, many people are uneducated. We also try to aware them how to take care their environment clean and take care of their trees, because it's affect our health as well. Because when the air is polluted or not clean, it definitely affect the people, like make diseases, they will face with a lot of problem. But the campaign was basically about the awarenesses, that how to protect our environment clean and how to protect that trees we already planted.
Mm.
And about the other question, if I go further, and for next, what would you do different next time? Definitely we also engage all those people who are not on the part of the campaign, because we are need more people to engage in this action, because the climate action, if it is basically in the local base, but if we engage other people with us, we can go further, we can also engage the government sides because they also help us to provide that that materials which we need for our community, or maybe they also help us to make the organization global, and globally we will go far. And
So, Nuri, just trying to summarize what you said. So, what would you do differently next time is that you would get collaboration from the government. Is that correct? To support your project, right?
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
because we need government as well
Okay. All
for
right.
next time. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Nuri. Do we have any examples, like Nuri said, where you have tried to get involved with climate campaign, where you have headed a climate campaign, and what are the challenges that you have faced? Yes, Fatima.
I did for like stop global warming.
Okay.
So we did a small youth program, and in our area in Colombo, I did in Colombo, and we informed our neighbors not to burn plastics and other like related to any products which will cause global warming. So some of them listened and did, but some are not doing that. Even though they know it will pollute, they are not bothered about that. So yeah, so we want to take legal actions, but we cannot do that because some are from the municipal, some are doing like they are taking someone from CMC directly. Employee from that like CMC is involved to do that. So we cannot go. If we complain to them also, they won't take action. So next time I want to do more beyond that to stop this if it happens again.
Right. So just going back.
Hello.
Hi, Bilal.
Hello.
Hi, Bilal. We can hear you. Nazrat, were you going to speak? Right. I think that was unintentional. That's okay. So okay. Fatima, thank you very much for sharing. And we see how even in the government level, if there is an influence happening, how it is very hard for you to implement it, and how you want to kind of go beyond that and to make sure that everybody's responsible for climate action, right? Everybody's responsible regardless of their status, right? Of their
Yes.
positions. Right. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Um,
Do we have any other perspectives? Any other experiences? Or else we can move ahead.
Yes, I do have.
Hi. Hello. Please speak up. We can hear you. You can go ahead. You can unmute yourself and speak out. Okay. Does anybody else have any experiences to share with us? Tarani, how about you? Do you have any experiences?
Yes, I do. I'm sorry, I went to get water.
That's
But I think someone is trying to talk.
I am wondering as well, but was it Bilal who's trying to speak? Zumari, could you check on?
Yes, sure, but can you check the chat box also? There are some
Okay.
ideas and thoughts.
I cannot see the chat box. Could you read it out, please?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
It's from Nishat Mariam. She
Okay.
said, like in 2023, we did a climate-focused Aurat March, Women's March in Islamabad. We focused
Okay.
on how women and minorities are the most affected in climate crisis, what work for us was relying on like-minded partnerships, and that's all she said.
Okay, amazing. Oh, now I'm seeing all the messages. I was sharing my screen, I couldn't see. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm acknowledging all the messages that you all have shared. Um, right.
Hello,
Hi, Bilal.
could you could you please hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, first of all, a very great welcome to all of you. Let me introduce myself. I'm the student of BS Economics at the University of Peshawar, and basically I hail from Afghanistan. So, as you asked, that have you ever participated in a climate campaign, or what worked, what didn't, what would you do
Yes.
differently next time? So, well, I uh, took participation in a climate action. So that was like a project from Pilot Pakistan Youth Leadership Initiative, supported by British Council. And there, for the first time, they gave us like some instructions, and they told like there was a workshop that we have to do. After that, they gave us to plant and metal, and then they say that let's see that all grew the plants, and let's see that whose plant will be grown up. So that was like the first action, and after that they gave us some 3 days or 4 days. They gave us they told us about the climate adaptation, climate mitigation, and how to control the effects of climate change. So then there was a youth-led action to do in that session, which I conducted at and like there were some teachers, some leaders from the community. They also session. So the session was conducted by me and my two friends Sharafat and first of all we gave the participants like welcome them and introduce education from the internet. And after that, for 10 minutes, we explained the deforestation, like climate change, that is deforestation, fossil fuels, and effects rising like temperatures, floods, droughts, using charts. We told them about conservation and for 10 minutes. And then for about deforestation and its importance and management. So that was all my experience with the Piley and supported by the British Council. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Bilal, for sharing with us. I'm sure all of your experiences, Bilal, your experience as well, would help us in the next activity that we are going to do. I'm just going to check whether y'all can see my the presentation back again. Can you see? No? Zumaira?
Yes.
You can see the presentation, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, amazing.
Yes,
Right.
yes, we can see.
Right. Hi, Nishat. I'm so sorry I couldn't see your messages. So I have acknowledged. Thank you so much for sharing all your experiences on chat. Right. Okay. So the next thing that I want us to do is I want us to build a simple plan on what we want to do, right? This is a small warm up that we are going to do to start doing something from this project. So first of all, I would like to ask, shall we have a small vote or shall we discuss as to what's the area, like what is the area that we want to do this climate action project in? I would like to hear your perspectives. Yeah, shall we have a discussion on that? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, sure.
Yes, we can hear you, but
Amazing. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes, now it is.
Amazing. All right. Um, all right. So shall we have a small discussion as to what you think as a group, as youth, what we can do, right? I'm sure all of us have various ideas, and I'm sure many are being popping up in the chat as well. I'm so sorry I cannot see at the moment when I'm sharing the screen, the presentation. So yeah, okay. So shall we have a small conversation? For next, shall we discuss further whether we want to do something related to tree planting or reforestation, cleaning up, and we can even do something on waste segregation. This is just giving you all ideas on what we can do. We can do on water conservation, social media awareness campaign, promoting sustainable transport, renewable energy education or demonstrations, school or university-based climate action project. I'm sure all of us would have experiences in these. So I'm just giving you all ideas on areas that we can work on, right? So moving on, right. The next one, where we try to really understand where we want to work in, right? So as a group, as here as IYP, in this particular collection, in this meeting, shall we have an idea on what is the action what is the area that we really want to work on? Shall we discuss right now? So, okay, anybody who wants to speak up, you all can speak up, you all can go ahead. We actually, Zumaira is right now, she's documenting everything, so we will use it for later. So me make sure to speak out and say what you all want to do. Say the inspirations that you all have. Please do go ahead. So yeah, shall we go ahead? The flow is yours. This is actually peer-to-peer thing, so we can go ahead and speak up on what we want to do.
Good
I
evening,
would
everyone.
Hi. Hi, Fatima. Yes, go ahead.
I think water conservation initiatives, and it's very useful to our area because
Okay.
Sri Lanka has our area located on the eastern coast of Sri Lanka is one of the area that is particularly vulnerable to impacts of climate change, including our area promoting media campaigns using local newspaper, radio stations, and social media to spread climate change awareness can be very effective. Informing the public about climate change potential impact on their livelihoods and environment helps to drive actions
Right.
and promoting sustainable agriculture climate change, and our area depend on agriculture, particularly rice, coconut, and fruit farming. Campaigns can introduce and promote climate crops and sustainable farming techniques such as organic farming, rainwater harvesting, and crop rotation. So we can use soil and water conservation, example, educating farmers on the water conservation methods and improving soil health to help adapt to changing rainfall patterns.
Okay, amazing. So, all right. Thank you so much, Sasna, for sharing. So, yes, you want to work on water conservation initiative. So, we'll try to break down the project that you have in mind, the idea that you have in mind. So, so who specifically do you want to lead it with? Who are you leading it? Sasna?
I think local area farmers or school
Local area
level
farmers.
students.
Okay. Okay. All right. And when could we do you want to immediately start that, or do you have a lot of preparation going in for that project? Like, do you have to get in finances? What are the project needs that you have, and which will probably make an impact on when do you want to start this project, particular initiative? Sasna, just try to think. It's not very strenuous, something to really think about, something very serious. You can just think on how deep the project is and how long. Like let's say, would it take 1 month for implementation? Would that be precise for preparation and etc.?
I think Yes, local committees and NGOs, local environment groups, or NGOs such as a district green form can work together with the government institution to implement localized climate actions plans with focus on community-driven solutions.
Okay.
Example, Sri Lankan Ministry of Environment. So, local area media clubs or
Okay, amazing. Thank you, Sasna, for your idea. And we have definitely documented that as well. Anybody else having a really good ideas here?
Can we do
Fatima.
with children any
Yeah,
projects?
definitely. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to do with children from age group 8 to 18
Mm-hmm.
to make awareness and educate them about climate action and how we
Okay.
can protect our environment using art, drawing.
Art. Okay.
Yeah, and like after participating, we would like to give some gifts or prizes for their participation.
Okay. Amazing, amazing. So you're creating awareness, right?
Yeah.
So that will be in the thematic area of social media slash awareness campaigns, right?
Yes.
Okay, amazing. But it's interesting that you want to work with children specifically. That's interesting because you're nurturing the future. So we have Sasna, we have Fatima talking, and what kind of projects they want to work on. Do we have any other perspectives or any other ideas here? Maybe something that goes beyond these bricks. You can think out and you can make a blue color brick and say, okay, this is what I want to do. What do you want to do? Tarani, do you have any idea? Anything? You can maybe just brainstorm for a while. That's perfectly all right. Noori, how about you? I know you have worked on tree planting and tree planting, right?
Yes.
Any other project that you're thinking about that you would
Yes,
like to discuss?
there was a campaign from the NGOs from NGO side. They came to our village, and first of all, uh, they collect some people from our society, our village, and he already discussed that what should we do in for the cleanness or the environment that you are living with. This so there is a lot of pollution or something like this, but they provided some other things with tablet. There was a tablet that should be put in the water for cleaning
Uh-huh.
the water, right?
Okay.
And they also provide that, and also provide some. So for a head in a family, there is a we have family, and every family has lots of members, 10 to 8 or something, and they also distribute the soap what they provided with for one head about 7 soap. They guided how to wash your hand, how to wash your. Matlab, means they use these techniques for the climate action, basically. And after that, they started the uh, cleaning that environment, right? And they, with the help of our local peoples, we collectively, jointly, we clean our areas again. And that was something was so helpful for us, for our village, that people should be aware how to take care of their environment. I think that's what I quoted something, but that NGO is still working. There are NGOs coming to and visiting our areas, and maybe if we more connect with that NGOs. I just forgot the name of that engineer. He's also always coming to our village and visiting the areas to be clean. And they are also providing something, as I mentioned before, soap or tablet to use in your water, clean water, and also that's how NGOs also help us with this action. And we also have to aware, like they totally work on the awareness of the society, how they live to clean, how they should live in a clean environment. And I think there's a lot of planning to be implemented, but we are also going through gradually because this is our local planning. Because I'm also studying in Pakistan. I have friends; they are active in that campaign, and I also contact with him. But I think the most we should do is our awarenesses that I again and again focusing on this time this type, because when there is awarenesses, everyone have the everyone should be responsible for their cleanness, because when their area is clean or their environment, uh, I think in all the environment of that area should be something good for the climate. I think there's a lot of more good ideas. I will hear from these members. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nuri. That was a very good idea on how different aspects here, what we have mentioned. You have integrated a lot of things, and you have started talking about how we should start from within, right? That's a main thing, I think, that what I captured, and that will change things around us. I think youth, we can
Yeah.
really take that idea into mind, and how we can kind of drive it inside within us to really teach us what it means to be conscious about the climate, right? Thank you so much for pointing out that, Nuri, something that we
Yeah.
have not thought about. So thank you very much for that. Do we have any other perspectives coming in? I think these are interesting things. We can hear out more perspectives. Kanis, how about you? You would you like to speak out? Would you like to share with us? Or even Bilal? We have
Hello, I
three
have
ideas.
already write in the chat, but
Oh,
I
okay.
want to go with the plantation drive.
Okay. Could maybe right, you have written on the chat. I'm so sorry. I wasn't right. Let me read it out.
Well, if she isn't available, so may I give my
Yes, please go ahead until I get it
hello?
sorted. Yes, go ahead, Bilal. Bilal, you can go ahead. Okay. So until Bilal talks, okay, we have Nisha talking, raising the hand.
Hi,
Hi.
everybody.
Hi,
Thank
Nisha.
you so much. I'm
Thank you
really
so much.
happy to be here. Yeah, I just wanted to raise one thing. While I see that there are quite a lot of good ideas on the screen, like plantation
Yeah.
or water conservation initiatives, I see like a lot of things happening, like social media and all of that.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to point a few things out while we talk about initiatives like tree plantation or social media campaigns. We see that a
Yeah.
lot of these activities, they're just event based. And most of the times when people just plant trees, they just forget about them, because I've seen this happen too many times in front of me. People say, oh, we're going to do a plantation drive, and they do it for pictures initially. And I never see those plants get watered ever again, and nobody takes
Okay.
care of them. So I just wanted to point out, while we're talking about tree planting or water conservation initiatives, it's very important that we look into sustainability and we make these projects long term. I mean, tree plantation is a huge responsibility. You should start by, planting trees and then taking care of them throughout the year and making sure that they actually become plants that actually profit the environment on the longer run. So I'd actually propose more of like a holistic approach where we tackle not only just event-based activities, but rather long-term sustainable activities that ensure that whatever actions we're taking, we're actually making a difference in the world. Because even with tree plantation, we see that a lot of times putting out flyers, printing panaflexes, or a lot of other printing material that again is quite harmful for the environment, and it all gets discarded in the end without any impact. So I'd actually more recommend a holistic and sustainable long-term approach that not only looks at an event-based approach, but rather takes into consideration the long-term impact that we're creating. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nishat. I think you pointed out something that a lot of us couldn't think about the sustainable long-term initiatives, and you have mentioned that at the chat as well, which we really appreciate. That's very true. That we have to implement things that we truly feel responsible about, and we are ready to take responsibility and to take care of that particular project. Like, even though what Nishat said is completely true. Nishat, just going back into that, do you have any projects in mind that would touch base on this holistic approach? Now, that's a very interesting concept that you brought into the idea of climate action. Do you have any projects that you would ideally propose or you have in mind?
Yeah. So what I was thinking was something similar to what you're doing here as well. I mean, when we run a social media campaign, we see that a lot of times people just forget about it. So when we're actually thinking of a holistic, sustainable approach, we make people trained enough to actually go into their community and do the work that's actually on the grassroots, and that actually translates into more impact. So I think something similar to an awareness building approach, because I see around me that a lot of individuals still don't realize climate crisis is a very important crisis. I mean, when we started our own initiative in Islamabad, we faced a lot of resistance because a lot of individuals didn't even understand that the climate crisis was real, and it had actual impacts. It had actual repercussions of sorts on us and our lives. So maybe starting a campaign that actually educates individuals who go back into their communities and then educate other people as well. So sort of starting a chain that's more sustainable and stays on for the longer run. And then we can actually supplement this with smaller other ideas and initiatives, like maybe planting a tree in the community and ensuring that maybe the people that were actually educating in our communities stay responsible for the tree. So instead of like planting 10 different trees, maybe just taking care of one tree throughout the year and reporting back on the progress that we've made on that one tree. I think that would be more of a holistic, sustainable sort of initiative. I'm not 100% on this yet, but this is what I'm thinking right now.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Nishat, for your perspective. I think Fatima also did mention something related to educating, but she also brought in a draw-based artistic methodology of that. And we have Nuri talking about a more holistic perspective as well, but starting in from the self-awareness and all of that, and then moving out. Yes, so we have Sasna also talked about water conservation and water purification, that aspect as well. Well, Nisha, thank you so much. Fatima, Nuri, thank you so much for your perspectives. Really appreciate it. I'm sorry I couldn't read the chat on the chat as well. But I can see Kanis has talked about the tree plantation because it's sustainable, definitely. Like Nishat said, something more sustainable, as also very holistic and sustainable in the long run as well, would be also something that we can think about. So yeah, so wrapping up this particular session and also following up. So I think how are we going to kind of be connected in this whole process, right? How should we stay connected? I mean, just want your perspective. Do you all want, regarding this particular project, do you want a WhatsApp group or email? What do you all prefer? I mean, this is for future communication.
WhatsApp group.
WhatsApp.
A group. WhatsApp will be better. Okay, sure.
WhatsApp.
Right. Okay, regarding the future communications, I'm sure we have Nilam here noting those things down. And also, so guys, who would like to write up these action plans? So we have people here helping us as well to document all of these things. So if you all want to really be in contact, so we have WhatsApp, we have email as well. I would prefer email. Okay, Nishat. So we'll try to see how we can, Kanis also has email. We'll try to see how we can balance between those. We'll discuss with the head office as well. And if any of you would like to help us with writing action plans on this, please do come up and just let us know whether you all are interested. Maybe we can help. Yeah, maybe we can really go in I mean, whatever the ideas that you all have, apart from what we have documented, we can definitely kind of grapple the any internal ideas that you all have as well. So yeah, Fatima, you have unmuted. Do you have anything to say?
Yes, yeah, I can help you with that.
Okay, amazing. I think I will inform Nilim regarding that. Thank you so much, Fatima.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as Nishat also said, I think social media action plans, I think if we move ahead with some social media action plan, we will, if you all are okay with that, we will share ideas with others as well, with others online about the ideas that we have discussed here. Is that all right with you all? Yeah. Yep. We'll be sharing. Yeah. Zumaira, am I correct?
Yes, we'll be sharing those ideas they have bring up with the floor, and we have
Amazing.
documented everything. Yeah.
Amazing. So we have one volunteer here as well, Zumaira. We have Fatima here volunteering to help out with these action plans and to write these ideas as well. If we have anybody else, you all can definitely hit up Zumaira and just let her know that you all are interested. I think Nishat, a lot of people talked here, so really interested to hear out your ideas. And Zumaira will be really interested to get your ideas and opinions regarding it. And yeah, pretty much we can wrap up the session for today. But before we do, uh, shall we take a photograph of all of us so that we can commemorate this day and also keep this day as a memory? And we can definitely, that will be really helpful.
Dinity,
Okay. Yes.
before wrap up, there is a
Imtiaz
chat.
has, yeah,
Yeah.
Imtiaz had said, he has mentioned tree-based agriculture encourage farmers to shift from conventional crop to agroforestry, trees plus crops. So economic and ecological gains, tree restore soil health, increase water retention, provide long-term income through timber and fruits. I think this is somewhat what Nishat was also talking about a holistic approach so that it creates a long-term impact and really alleviates the climate. We can really act upon the climate action project. So Zumair, I hope you're noting these things down. So this would really help. So Imtiaz, I think you can definitely speak to Zumaira about your project ideas that you all have and further ideas that you all have. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, if everybody is all right, and Zumaira, shall we take a photograph?
Okay. Before wrap up, I want to thank you all, and thank you so much, Dinity, for leading today's powerful discussion. And to all of our participants, what an inspiring and interactive and a deeply thoughtful session this has been. And you brought ideas, insights, solution, and the challenges you faced, and the realities from your own communities, and reminded us again why youth matter in climate action. So we are so grateful to have you all here. And today we have talked about the project related to the climate action that you have a lead or something, and we have talked about the challenges, and we have come up with a new idea, so we can do some we can do something like that in the future. So, and please note that it's a note for of every participants, those who attended both yesterday's in the WhatsApp group and with chat, and it's mandatory for the certificate. Don't forget to fill out this form within 24 hours. If you complete 80% of the series, you'll also receive a certificate completion, and the most active participant will be recognized. And stay engaged. Follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, Threads, and Twitter and YouTube. And like, share, and comment on our posts. Help us grow this platform by spreading the word. And let's build a network for regional youth leaders. And I think before you leave, drop your thoughts and your ideas. Just one word, one thought. So one inspiration. We'd love to hear from you all. Okay. Let's take a photograph as Binti wants. If you are okay to turn on your cameras, please feel free. Okay. Thank you everyone for participating on this
Thank you
event.
so much.
Until then, stay engaged,
Thank you.
stay inspired, and keep the conversation alive. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.